Hey guys, it's Ken from JazTime.com, and today we'll be talking about the Panerai Luminor Base in a 44mm black and on a brown leather strap. Before we start, I'll be letting you know we'll be talking about the price, the dial, the bezel, the case, the crown, and the strap. So the price as of November 2016, the retail of the Panerai watch is $5,900. At JazTime, you can get it for as low as $4,900. This is a discontinued watch, so it is a little bit harder to find. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the dial now. So the dial is a very beautiful matte black dial. It has painted index markers and Arabic numerals. So the 3, 6, 9, 12, those are Arabic numerals, and the index markers are the little stick markers all around. The hands and those markers are luminous for up to 8 hours. So let me go ahead and show you how that looks. So if I were to do that, as you can see there, it has a very nice shine, or very nice glow to it. Okay, so the luminosity is up to 8 hours. But this is the Luminor Base model, so what that means is that it only has that hour hand and the minute hand. It doesn't have the second hand, it doesn't have a date. So it's a very basic, but it's pretty much the original model, which is very nice. Okay, so the bezel is a high polished steel bezel. Uses the industry standard seal of AISI 316L. The same could be said about the case, made of that same 316L steel, and it keeps that nice uniform high polish all around, which is very nice, very reflective, and very shiny. The thickness of the watch is a little high, but as you can see, if I were to slap it on the wrist really quick there, it still keeps a very low profile. You definitely want to use this more as a bold statement rather than hide it under a suit cuff or, you know, a dress shirt. You want people to see this watch and, you know, really wow them. Okay, the case size is 44mm, so it is quite large, but it does really just add more to that readability of the dial, as it's very simple. It really pops more. Okay, there's not too much of the lugs on the case. As you can see, there's very slight, just two tiny lugs that just hold the strap. But it extends enough on the wrist that it just helps with giving that nice curvature against the wrist, and it feels very nice to wear. Okay, on the right here we have Panerai's patented crown protector. It's very simple to use. As you can see, if you just pop it, it's just a little lever that releases the crown here on the right. Okay, and after you release the crown here, it's in the hand winding position, meaning you can just wind a watch very simply, very easily, just by going clockwise. But a simple tug will pop the crown out. And you can adjust the hand bidirectionally, and that's pretty much all you need to adjust on this watch. Okay, and always make sure to press the lever back in against the case to keep this Panerai Luminor water resistance up to 300 meters or 1,000 feet. And that's a lot of water resistance, and that's because this is a diver's watch. But it's not too sporty of a watch because of that high polish. High polish is usually easily scuffed up, and it's easy to buff out as well, but the scuffs show very heavily on this if you were to wear it out. But so overall, it's a very beautiful watch. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the back of the case. So the back of the case, unfortunately, I blocked out the serial number is engraved on the back of the case, since I blocked it out with these two little white paper strips. But it also mentions other things, like there's that 300 meters, which is that water resistance, and is indicated by the little fish. You have that stainless steel indicated over there on the left. Once again, that's a 316L industry standard steel. You have the official Panerai name engraved on the top. But it is nice to notice that you can actually see the movement of the watch or the inner workings of the watch, because it has a transparent sapphire crystal. It's also scratch resistant, but it's also very beautiful to see. As you can see, the gem set in there with a cobalt screws screwed in, and that Panerai name just patterned throughout the back of the movement. But also that movement has a very nice like shine to it. As you can see, as I tilt it a little bit, you see the light glisten across that movement. While it's not something you'll be seeing all the time, as this part will be you know, sitting on top of your wrist and you won't be able to see it, you can always take it off and just show it to people who will be like, and wow them, because this is really cool. Just being able to show the exhibition of that movement. Okay, so all right, so let's go ahead and talk about the strap now. So the strap is a very basic, simple brown alligator leather strap. You can see there, it has the official Panerai name, you know, engraved onto, embossed onto the strap itself right there. It's very nice, very simple brown alligator leather strap. It does have a nice taper to it for more durability and more curvature for the wrist. As you can see there, it has a little bit thicker up here and it curves downly very nicely. And really, this watch feels great on the wrist when you put it on. We have a very simple buckle tang buckle rather, for the enclosure. As you can see there, just pull it through. Very simple. Press it through, and there you go. Very simple, very easy to use. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you this watch on the wrist now. Okay. Oops. Okay. There we go. So look at that. Very beautiful, very basic watch. Definitely, if you're looking for something very simple, just to keep track of the time while turning some heads, because really this watch definitely does pop. Even though the profile is a little high, it won't fit under a suit cuff, it won't fit under a dress cuff very well. But you don't want to be hiding this. You don't want to be hiding a Panerai watch. You want it to, you know, show very nicely. You want people to see it and ask you about it, and then you can show them that cool exhibition case back there. Okay. And also, one thing to mention, some people see Panerai, for one thing about the Panerai crown protector, as a kind of a downside to the watch, mainly because they're afraid that the wrists might hit it. But if this watch, once you strap it in, it shouldn't be moving around very wildly. So, I mean, I'll try to demonstrate it here. As you can see, my wrist, if I bend it back, it doesn't even really reach the skin of my wrist unless I really try and pull it back. So that's really not something to be afraid of. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions about this watch, leave a comment below. If you want to purchase this model or any other models for the lowest possible price, check out our website at JazTime.com. That's JazTime.com. And we have the lowest price guaranteed. We offer free shipping and a 1-year warranty. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Thank you very much, and hope to see you guys soon.